Welcome back, folks. It's the one and only Zero Joker. The 33 is still silent. We got a Spider Man review. Let's get into it. So, first things first, the story. I enjoyed the story quite a bit. It's gripping and entertaining. The pacing is pretty decent up until you get to the big reveal of the super bad guy. I'm trying not to give any spoilers here, but it feels like it goes from 0 to 1,000 really fast. The bad guy's doing stuff and you're like, yo, you was good like 15 minutes ago. How'd you go from being, not the bad guy to orchestrating this like huge event in like an hour? That's I want to say that's about how much in-game time passes, like an hour or two. So that's other than that, the game is the story tells a great story, especially for like a comic book hero story. It's really good. Alrighty, so the gameplay. This game plays like the Batman Arkham games in most of its aspects. The combat is heavily influenced by the Arkham series. That being said, it doesn't feel as like polished as the Arkham series is, which is a shame. The biggest issue that I have with the combat is if you're in an area that has a cajillion enemies, they get pretty spaced out, and it becomes it's not as fluid as the Arkham games. As for you got 50 enemies surrounding Batman, you can chain them together pretty handily. But in this game, you got 50 enemies on screen. Some of them are too far away to flow through combat perfectly. That's my biggest gripe about that. The swinging mechanic, like when you're swinging around the city, absolutely fantastic. I could pretty much do that indefinitely. Honestly, I'm considering just doing that, like quitting my day job and swinging around the city in Spider-Man. That's what I'm gonna do forever now. It's really fun. The stealth mechanic is it's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It just is. Something that I dislike about the game is you can there's bases you can take down. Well, if you the bases have like 6 waves of enemies, you can stealth take down the first wave, and even if you're not spotted, the second wave shows up, and yeah, you gotta like fight them, and I'm not particularly fond of that. It's like with how they know I'm here. I just stealthily took down your whole squad. I should get like a bonus, or the challenge should be over. But whatever, we're past that. Moving on. The game is pretty visually appealing. It oftentimes feels like you're jumping right out of the pages of the comic book or the movies. Like when you're swinging through the city, it feels like looks like Spider-Man. There's not a point in the game where I go, nah, that doesn't look like Spider-Man. That's weird. It pretty much always has the proper aesthetic for the game, which is really good. The game sounds amazing. The background music is never too much. It's also never not enough. It's like the perfect blend of music. The sound effects are spot on. The sound design is pretty polished. It's definitely something that you can play, and it helps you get immersed into the game. You look up and like, yo, I've been playing this game for 4 hours. I didn't even notice because it sucks you right in the way it sounds, and nothing feels out of place. Even like Peter Parker, Spider-Man's voice sounds like Peter Parker does. Like You can go back through all of media, and he sounds like Peter Parker. So that was pretty good. In conclusion, if you like Spider-Man, pick up this game. If you like the Batman games, pick up this game. If you like superheroes, pick up the game. If you like good games, pick up the game. You own it pretty much. If you own a PS4, you'd be doing yourself a disservice by not at least playing through this game. I don't necessarily think it warrants a $60 price tag, but it's definitely worth a rental. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.